Welcome back to Naruto Fanfic Central. What if Naruto was never raised in Konaha, and instead became the adopted son of Beerus, the god of destruction? From training with Whis to battling enemies beyond the multiverse, Naruto's destiny is about to change forever. Let's begin. The night Naruto Uzumaki was born, something impossible happened. As the Nine Tails attacked Konaha, a crack tore open in reality itself. From the void emerged Beerus, the god of destruction, and his angel attendant Whis. Beerus had been searching for an unusual source of divine energy that had appeared for only a brief moment somewhere in the universe. To his surprise, that energy came from a newborn baby. Looking down at Naruto, Beerus sensed a potential so vast that even he couldn't fully understand it. Intrigued for the first time in centuries, Beerus simply picked up the infant and vanished before anyone could stop him. The fourth Hokage and Kushina watched helplessly as their son disappeared into another universe. Years passed, and Naruto grew up on Beerus's world instead of Konaha. Unlike the lonely and hated orphan he would have become, Naruto was raised among gods. Beerus constantly complained about the boy's endless energy and non-stop talking, while Whis secretly enjoyed teaching him. By the age of 6, Naruto could already move faster than most shinobi could perceive. By 10, he could casually destroy mountains with a single punch. Yet despite his overwhelming power, Naruto remained the same cheerful prankster. He often stole Beerus's food, hid his pillows, and once painted a mustache on the sleeping god of destruction. That prank nearly resulted in the destruction of an entire planet. One day, Whis finally revealed the truth about Naruto's origins. Instead of becoming angry, Naruto became determined to visit the world where he was born. Using Whis' staff, the trio traveled to the Naruto universe. The moment they arrived in Konaha, every sensor ninja collapsed in shock. The energy radiating from Naruto was unlike chakra. It felt ancient, divine, and terrifying. Even the nine tails sealed inside him trembled in fear. Kurama had faced countless powerful beings throughout history, but never a god of destruction. The village was thrown into chaos when a teenage Naruto casually walked through the gates accompanied by Beerus and Whis. Nobody recognized him at first. However, when Minato and Kushina saw the familiar whisker marks on his face, they immediately realized the impossible truth. Their son had returned. The emotional reunion was interrupted when Danzo, believing Naruto to be a threat, ordered Anbu forces to capture him. Beerus watched silently as hundreds of elite shinobi surrounded Naruto. With a sigh, Naruto raised one finger and accidentally erased every weapon in the area from existence. The Anbu froze in terror. News of Naruto's return quickly spread across the world. The Akatsuki immediately changed their plans. Pain, Obito, and even Madara became interested in this mysterious shinobi with godlike abilities. Believing himself to be invincible, Pain launched an attack on Konaha. But when he arrived above the village, Naruto merely looked at him. The pressure of Naruto's divine energy alone shattered several of Pain's bodies. For the first time in his life, Nagato experienced fear. Before Pain could unleash Shinra Tensei, Naruto casually flicked a pebble toward the sky. The pebble traveled faster than light and destroyed an entire mountain range hundreds of miles away. Pain surrendered on the spot. However, the greatest challenge came when Madara Uchiha was revived. Confident in the power of the Rinnegan and the Ten Tails, Madara declared himself the savior of the world. Naruto actually seemed excited. Finally, someone wanted to fight him. The battle began with Madara unleashing meteors from the heavens. Naruto responded by sneezing. The shockwave obliterated every meteor before they entered the atmosphere. Madara activated his strongest Susanoo and charged forward, only for Beerus to yawn in boredom. The god of destruction lightly tapped Madara on the forehead, instantly knocking him unconscious. The legendary Uchiha leader never even understood what happened. As peace spread across the shinobi world, Naruto faced a difficult decision. He could remain in Konaha with his biological family or return to the divine realm with Beerus and Whis. To everyone's surprise, Beerus pretended not to care, claiming Naruto was annoying anyway. But for the first time, Naruto noticed genuine sadness in Beerus's eyes. The god of destruction had become the father Naruto never expected to have. Smiling, Naruto made his choice. He would protect both worlds. One is the son of Minato and Kushina, and the other is the adopted son of Beerus. Asterisk. But far beyond the stars, the Omni King Zeno had been watching everything. Fascinated by a mortal raised by a god of destruction, he made a shocking announcement. A new tournament of power would be held. This time, Naruto Uzumaki would be allowed to participate. And hidden among the competing universes was an enemy even Beerus feared. The tournament of power announcement spread across the multiverse like wildfire. Gods of destruction panicked, Supreme Kais argued, and entire universes prepared their strongest warriors. Yet one name dominated every conversation: Naruto Uzumaki. A mortal raised by Beerus. A shinobi who wielded chakra, divine ki, and the power of the Nine Tails. Even warriors who had never heard of Konaha knew his name. Back in the Naruto world, life seemed peaceful. Naruto spent time with Minato and Kushina, reconnecting with the family he had never known. But peace never lasted long around him. One evening, as Naruto sat atop the Hokage monument watching the sunset, Whis suddenly appeared beside him. His usually calm expression carried a rare seriousness. "Naruto," Whis said, "there is something you need to see." With a wave of his staff, space itself opened. Inside the portal, Naruto saw a dark universe unlike any he had ever imagined. Entire galaxies were burning. Planets had been reduced to dust. And standing at the center of the destruction was a figure wearing armor made of living shadows. Beerus appeared moments later. "The tournament of power isn't the real problem," Beerus growled. "That man is." Naruto narrowed his eyes. "Who is he?" Whis answered quietly. "His name is Zareth. He was once a candidate to become a god of destruction. But he sought power beyond even the gods." According to Whis, Zareth had discovered a forbidden energy older than creation itself. Unlike divine ki, it consumed everything it touched. Entire universes had vanished because of it. Even the angels were forbidden from interfering directly. Naruto's smile faded. For the first time in years, Beerus actually looked worried. And that terrified Naruto more than anything. Days later, the tournament of power began. The Null Realm filled with the strongest fighters from every universe. Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, Broly, Hit, and countless others stood ready. But when Naruto entered the arena beside Beerus, every warrior turned toward him. Jiren immediately sensed his power. Broly's energy began rising uncontrollably. Even Goku grinned with excitement. "I've wanted to fight you forever." Naruto laughed. "Same here." The tournament started, and chaos erupted instantly. Fighters clashed across the massive arena. Universes began losing warriors one after another. Naruto, however, moved like a force of nature. He combined shadow clones with ultra instinct techniques taught by Whis. Thousands of clones appeared across the battlefield, each powerful enough to eliminate elite warriors. Entire teams disappeared within minutes. Soon only a handful of fighters remained. Naruto, Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, Broly, Hit, and several surviving champions from other universes. Then the impossible happened. The sky shattered. A black crack split reality itself. Everyone froze. From the darkness stepped Zareth. The Grand Priest immediately stood. Even Zeno stopped smiling. For the first time in history, the tournament of power had been interrupted. Zareth looked around the arena and laughed. "You gathered the strongest warriors in existence for me." His dark energy spread across the Null Realm. Entire sections of the arena began disappearing. Not destroyed. Erased. As if they had never existed. Goku transformed instantly. Jiren prepared to attack. Beerus stood from his seat. Yet before anyone could move, Zareth pointed directly at Naruto. "You are the one." Naruto frowned. "What are you talking about?" "The child adopted by a god of destruction." Zareth's eyes glowed crimson. "The one destined to either save creation, or end it." Suddenly Naruto felt something awaken deep inside him. Not Kurama. Not chakra. Not divine key. Something far older. Something that had been sleeping since the night Beerus first found him. A terrifying golden symbol appeared on Naruto's chest. Whisa's eyes widened. The Grand Priest looked genuinely shocked. Even Beerus took a step backward. Because they all recognized the mark. It belonged to the first creator. The being who existed before the multiverse itself. And somehow, Naruto was connected to him. The moment the golden symbol appeared on Naruto's chest, silence consumed the entire Null Realm. Warriors who moments ago were shaking universes with their power now stood frozen. Even Goku and Vegeta could feel it. The energy erupting from Naruto wasn't chakra, divine ki, or anything they had ever encountered. It felt older than time itself. Zereth smiled. So it is true. Naruto looked down at the glowing mark. What is this thing? Before anyone could answer, memories exploded inside his mind. He saw a universe before creation. No stars. No planets. No gods. Only endless darkness. And within that darkness stood a giant figure made of golden light. The first creator. The being who forged reality itself. Naruto staggered backward. The visions continued. He saw countless universes being born. Galaxies forming. Life emerging. Then he saw something terrifying. A shadow standing behind the creator. Watching. Waiting. Growing stronger. Naruto suddenly understood. Zereth wasn't the true enemy. He was merely a servant. The real threat had existed since before creation itself. Meanwhile, Zereth unleashed his power. Darkness flooded the arena. Entire chunks of reality began crumbling. Jiren attacked first. His fist carried enough force to destroy universes. Zereth blocked it with one hand. Broly charged next. His legendary Super Saiyan form shook dimensions. Zereth barely moved. Vegeta unleashed Ultra Ego. Goku activated Mastered Ultra Instinct. Their combined attack illuminated the Null Realm. The explosion was so massive that countless spectators shielded their eyes. When the smoke cleared, Zereth remained completely unharmed. Fear spread through the arena. For the first time, even Goku looked worried. Beerus clenched his fists. This isn't possible. Whis remained silent, which frightened Beerus even more. Then Zereth raised his hand. A sphere of black energy appeared above the battlefield. The sphere expanded. Larger than planets. Larger than stars. Larger than galaxies. The Grand Priest instantly realized what it was. Everyone move. But it was already too late. The sphere exploded. Darkness swallowed everything. One by one, fighters disappeared. Jiren vanished. Hit vanished. Broly vanished. Entire sections of the arena ceased to exist. Even the laws of reality began collapsing. Naruto watched helplessly. Friends. Warriors. Entire universes. Gone. Something inside him snapped. Not from anger. Not from hatred. But from the desire to protect. The golden mark blazed brighter than 1,000 suns. Suddenly the creator's voice echoed through existence. Naruto Uzumaki. Every being in the multiverse heard it. The time has come. Golden light erupted from Naruto's body. The darkness retreated instantly. Reality itself began repairing around him. Broken space healed. Destroyed platforms returned. Vanished stars reappeared. Everyone stared in disbelief. Naruto was restoring existence simply by standing there. His hair slowly transformed. Golden markings spread across his body. A massive halo-like ring formed behind him. His eyes became radiant stars. Even Beerus couldn't sense Naruto's limits anymore. The god of destruction took a step back. Whis smiled softly. The creator's heir has awakened. Zereth's confident expression disappeared for the first time. No. The Dark Warrior actually looked afraid. Naruto floated into the sky. Calm. Silent. Overwhelming. The battlefield trembled. The multiverse trembled. Even Zeno watched with wide eyes. Then Naruto spoke. His voice echoed across every universe. You wanted the strongest warrior in existence. Golden energy exploded outward. Zereth's darkness shattered instantly. Now you've found him. But at that exact moment, a gigantic crimson eye opened beyond reality itself. Larger than entire universes. Watching everything. The ancient shadow from Naruto's vision had finally awakened. And even the creator's power wasn't enough to stop it alone. The giant crimson eye stared down upon existence. Entire universes trembled beneath its gaze. Stars exploded without warning. Galaxies twisted into impossible shapes. Even time itself began slowing down. For the first time since creation, the multiverse was afraid. Naruto floated at the center of the Null Realm, surrounded by golden energy. Yet even with the creator's power flowing through him, he could feel the immense pressure radiating from the ancient being beyond reality. The eye suddenly blinked. The effect was catastrophic. Thousands of dimensions shattered instantly. Several universes disappeared from existence. The Grand Priest raised barriers around the surviving realms, but cracks immediately spread through them. Beerus clenched his teeth. This thing is stronger than Zeno. The words stunned everyone. Stronger than Zeno, the ruler of all existence. Even Goku stopped smiling. Then the darkness behind the eye began moving. A gigantic hand emerged from the void. The hand alone was larger than entire universes. Naruto watched as countless realities crumbled around it like grains of sand. And then, the owner of the eye stepped forward. No one could comprehend its true form. Some saw a dragon. Others saw a giant humanoid. Some saw nothing at all. Its existence broke the minds of weaker beings. Whis immediately shielded everyone from its presence. The Void King, Whis whispered. The first creator's greatest failure. Millions of years ago, before the multiverse existed, the creator attempted to create perfect balance. Light and darkness. Creation and destruction. Order and chaos. But the darkness evolved. It gained awareness. It became alive. And eventually it rebelled against its creator. The resulting war nearly erased existence before it even began. The creator barely managed to seal the Void King beyond reality. Until now. The Void King's voice echoed everywhere at once. Creator's heir. Naruto felt reality shaking around him. You carry his power. The monster's crimson eye narrowed. Give it to me. A wave of darkness erupted forward. Naruto reacted instantly. Golden energy exploded from his body. The two forces collided. The shockwave shattered entire dimensions. Beerus and the other gods of destruction were thrown backward. Even Zeno's guards struggled to remain standing. The battle had begun. Naruto rushed forward. His fist collided with the Void King's hand. Boom. The impact generated enough force to create thousands of new stars across distant universes. For a brief moment, the Void King actually stepped back. Everyone stared in disbelief. Naruto had pushed back a being older than creation itself. The monster laughed. A terrible laugh that echoed through existence. Interesting. Dark energy condensed around its arm. Then it punched. Naruto crossed his arms. The attack landed. The Golden Warrior was launched across multiple dimensions. He smashed through realities one after another before finally stopping. Blood dripped from his mouth. The entire multiverse gasped. It was the first time Naruto had been injured since awakening. Far away, Kurama's voice echoed inside Naruto's mind. Kid. Naruto smiled. Long time no talk. Kurama grinned. You planning to lose? Naruto wiped the blood from his lips. Not a chance. Suddenly all nine-tailed beasts appeared behind him. Not as chakra constructs. Not as spirits. As true cosmic entities. The creator's power had removed their limitations. Kurama, Shukaku, Matabi, Isobu, Son Goku, Kokuo, Seiken, Chome, and Gyuki stood together. For the first time in history, the nine-tailed beasts merged willingly. Golden and crimson energy spiraled together. A gigantic fox-shaped constellation appeared across the heavens. Its size dwarfed galaxies. Beerus stared with wide eyes. Whis smiled knowingly. The Void King finally stopped laughing. Because for the first time, it sensed danger. Naruto stepped forward. A new form emerged. Golden armor covered his body. 9 cosmic tails blazed behind him. Stars revolved around him like planets. And in his hand formed a weapon never seen before. The Genesis Rasengan. A sphere capable of creating or destroying universes. Naruto pointed it toward the Void King. His blue eyes glowed brighter than suns. You wanted the creator's power. The Genesis Rasengan expanded. Galaxies formed and died inside its core. Come take it. The Void King roared. Naruto charged. And the greatest battle in the history of existence finally began. The Genesis Rasengan collided with the Void King's darkness. For a single second, everything stopped. Time, space, reality, even the flow of existence itself froze. Then the explosion came. A blinding wave of gold and crimson energy swept across creation. Entire dimensions shattered and reformed. Countless universes trembled as the shockwave expanded beyond infinity itself. Beerus was forced to shield himself. Whis planted his staff into the ground. Even Zeno's palace shook. The greatest clash in history had begun. Naruto pushed forward with every ounce of his strength. The Genesis Rasengan burned brighter. The Void King roared and unleashed even more darkness. Reality cracked around them. Stars were born and destroyed every second. Neither side moved an inch. Then suddenly, a crack appeared in Naruto's Rasengan. The Void King smiled. You are still mortal. Dark energy surged forward. The Genesis Rasengan shattered. Naruto was blasted across existence. He crashed through galaxies before finally stopping on the edge of reality itself. Blood covered his face. His golden aura flickered. For the first time since awakening, Naruto was losing. Across the multiverse, billions watched in horror. Kurama growled. Get up. Naruto slowly stood. Trying. No. Kurama snapped. Stop fighting like a god. Naruto frowned. What? The Nine Tails looked directly into his eyes. You're forgetting who you are. The words hit harder than any attack. Naruto suddenly remembered. The lonely orphan. The prankster of Konaha. The boy who dreamed of becoming Hokage. The shinobi who never gave up. The son of Minato and Kushina. The adopted son of Beerus. He wasn't powerful because of divine energy. He wasn't strong because of the creator. He was Naruto Uzumaki. And Naruto Uzumaki never quit. A smile appeared on his face. The same stubborn smile that had defeated Pain, Obito, Kagaya, and countless enemies before. The Void King noticed it. Why are you smiling? Naruto laughed. Because I've finally figured it out. Golden energy vanished from his body. The spectators gasped. Beerus narrowed his eyes. Whis smiled knowingly. The Void King laughed. You surrendered. Naruto shook his head. No. Then something impossible happened. Instead of using the creator's power, Naruto combined everything. Chakra, divine ki, sage energy, the Nine Tails, his own spirit. Every source of strength became one. The energy that emerged wasn't gold. It wasn't purple. It wasn't any known color. It looked like a living galaxy. Entire universes swirled inside the aura. The Grand Priest stared in shock. A perfect origin form. Even Whis seemed surprised. No being had ever achieved such a transformation. Not angels. Not gods. Not even the creator himself. Because it wasn't based on power. It was based on identity. Naruto floated upward. His new form illuminated creation. The Void King suddenly stopped smiling. For the first time, it felt fear. Naruto raised his hand. A tiny Rasengan appeared. The smallest Rasengan he had ever created. The Void King laughed. That's your final attack. Naruto grinned. Yep. The tiny sphere drifted forward. Slowly. Silently. Harmlessly. The Void King didn't even try to dodge. The Rasengan touched its chest. Nothing happened. Then, the darkness began disappearing. Not being destroyed. Not being erased. It was being purified. The Void King's eyes widened. For billions of years, everyone had tried to destroy him. Naruto was doing something different. He was saving him. The ancient monster screamed as the darkness peeled away. Layer after layer. Until finally, a lonely figure remained. The original being that existed before corruption consumed him. Tears filled its eyes. I remember. Naruto smiled. Welcome back. The crimson eye shattered. The darkness vanished. The Void King fell to his knees. The war that had existed since before creation was finally over. Across the multiverse, stars began shining brighter than ever before. Peace returned. But before anyone could celebrate, A mysterious voice echoed from beyond existence. A voice even older than the creator. Interesting. Naruto froze. Beerus froze. Whis froze. Even the creator's spirit looked shocked. Because something had just spoken from a place beyond creation itself. And whatever it was, had been watching Naruto the entire time. To be continued.